Welcome to the Animal Asana series. Here in each video we'll look in detail at the asana, the pose, the posture of the animal you are imitating. And today we meet with Bhujangasana, the serpent, the snake. Now in this position the whole spine is activated and engaged, and the body resembles that of the snake about to And today we meet with Bhujangasana, the serpent, the snake. Now in this position the whole of the spine is activated and engaged, and the fullness of the posture resembles that of a snake about to strike. Bhujangasana strengthens your spine and it stretches your chest, the lungs, the shoulders and the abdomen. It firms the buttocks. It stimulates the abdominal organs. It relieves stress and fatigue. It opens the heart chakra and the lungs. Therefore, it's therapeutic for asthma sufferers. It soothes sciatica. Bhujangasana will promote spine flexibility, and it also stimulates the heart. Bhujangasana promotes spine flexibility, so important for general health and well-being. So many of us humans suffer from back issues, aches, pains, injuries. The cobra is one of the best positions to assist with the recovery of a weak spine. The snake, serpent, stimulates heat within. You can hold this position for anything between 15 to 30 seconds, and there are variations of the posture which we will go through. Do not practice this posture if you are pregnant, if you have severe back injury, carpal tunnel syndrome, or if you suffer from headaches. Let's now practice Bhujangasana, the cobra, the snake, the serpent. We'll take ourselves to lie in a prone position, stretched out on the mat, flat on our fronts. So, lying face down, with the feet together, the legs together. You want to remember that the snake is one long slithery shape. So you keep your feet, knees, thighs close together. You will bring your hands alongside your rib cage. In time, as you increase spine flexibility, you'll be able to bring those hands back to start by the sides of your waist or hips. But to begin with, have them beside the ribs. Have the fingers spread equally, evenly. The fingers and the palms of the hands are going to take the distribution of your body weight. So you want that surface area to be quite big. So spread the hands, stretch them. Have the point of chin on the floor. Relax around your shoulders and upper back. Unclench your teeth and connect with your flow of breath. Lengthen and deepen your inhalations and exhalations. Think about the animal you are imitating as you practice. Take a breath in and begin to press into the hands as you raise the head, the chest, the torso up. Now you want the fullness of the spine to be involved in this stretch. If you feel any pinching in a particular area, that means that you have contracted the vertebra and the intervertebral discs have no space, so they are pinching. So you'll need to lay back down and breathe in and create more space and stretch and lengthen your spine along the floor. As you rise up, you begin to straighten the arms. Now, if at first you need to keep a bend in the elbows, then do so. Release all tension from the back of the neck. You might like to have the gaze down on the floor in front of you. In time, you will be able to lock out the elbows and have the crease of the elbows rotating and facing forwards. Firm the buttocks, don't harden them. At the moment, the chin is parallel to the ground. You are accommodating and adapting yourself into the posture. So take time to observe the breath. And as you release down, stretch forward, bending the elbows, but taking the lower area of the spine forwards and stretching into the crown of your head. You can then cross the hands and rest the cheek. We'll be practicing again, so just take a couple of rounds of breath. So while we are resting face down on the floor, let's breathe in and pick the right foot up, and from the right hip, stretch and extend all the way down to the right toes, taking them just beyond the left toes. Then we'll pick the left foot up, and from the left hip to an exhalation, we'll extend all the way down to the left toes, and then we'll bring the feet together. So we've just increased our stretch and our space through our legs. Let's once again bring our hands beside the rib cage with the fingers spread nice and wide. Have the elbows close into the sides of the body. Look at getting your shoulders, elbows and wrists in alignment so that they're running on the same parallel plane. So avoid having those elbows flailing out to the sides. You want to keep them nicely tucked in. Draw the shoulders down and back away from the ears. Bring the shoulder blades towards each other. So we'll breathe in and we'll begin to press into the hands as we straighten the arms to lock out the elbows. Take your chest forward. Press your coccyx and lumbar spine down. Lift up, pubis to navel, navel to breastbone. If you feel able to, you can take the chin and the eyes to the ceiling to drop the head and neck back. Relax in the throat. Remember, if you feel any pinching in any part of the spine, it's because you have not created enough space, you have not stretched forward enough, and you have not included the whole spine in the stretch. As you lower, reach forward. And then cross the hands and rest the cheek. Let go of any tension, especially as you exhale. Exhaling brings surrender and release. Have a couple more moments. And then we will look at a variation of Bhujangasana. And this will be with our feet parted. So take your feet to rest hip width apart. Bring your hands beside your ribs, or if you feel you have more spinal flexibility, then bring your hands in line with your waist or just above the hips. Spread the fingers. You have your point of chin on the floor whilst you make your connection with your breath, aware of the fullness of your inhalations and exhalations. And then to a breath in, you'll begin to press on the hands, you'll lock out the elbows, and you'll rise up, puffing the chest forward, lifting and stretching up through the front of the body, dropping the head and neck back. If you feel comfortable and able, bend the knees to bring the toes towards the top of the head. As you come out of that position, do so with control. Avoid the feet sling back shot down to the floor. You want to control them. And then as you descend through the trunk of the body, you do so slowly, forever progressing forwards. Allow your toes to turn inwards now. Cross your hands and rest your cheek. Relax and let go of the shoulders, the upper back. Completely surrender. Allow the weight of your body to press into the ground beneath you. And when you're ready, bring the hands beside you, turn your toes under, a nice deep breath in as you draw yourself onto the hands and knees briefly, and then bring your knees together, bring your feet together, bring your buttocks to the heels of your feet, bring your forehead to the mat, stretch your arms alongside your body, fingers travelling in the same direction as the toes, and let go into the pose that is known as dormouse or child posture. Then bring the hands beside your head, press into the palms of the hands, the heels of the hands, pull the tummy in as you slowly restack the bones of the spine and bring yourself back to your starting position of cross-legged, placing your hands on your knees, rising up through the trunk of your body, softening the shoulders, allowing the upper arms to relax downward. and time for reflection, to be aware of how you feel internally and externally. Bhujangasana, the snake, the serpent.